We came here in 1853 by Bishop Wayland, the request to work in a hospital. However, within the same time, there were orphans around, so the sisters started to work with orphans at the cathedral area. And then the first school we were in was St. Alphonsus for a short time. And then over the next periods of years, there were 55 schools established by the diocese that requested women religious sisters of St. Joseph to staff, which we did. And our year would be, we would go to school, we would teach school, and in the summertime we either went to summer school, and then we came back and we taught a week of vacation Bible school, or we taught vacation study school. We did 1 week of visitation at the hospital, and then we went back to our assignments. So we were 24/7, you might say, working in some type of education. So we had a long, long line of women religious in schools. Many of us were teachers, some of us were principals. Not only the education of the students in school, but we had sisters who started nursing schools. So that's education also. We founded the Wheeling Hospital School of Nursing, Clarksburg School of Nursing, West Liberty, Wheeling Jesuit was started by the Sisters of St. Joseph. So now, today, after we are not in schools, our missions have gone to what our original mission was in France, is divide the city, meet the needs of the people. So we work with orphans. We still work with orphans in some senses. We work in hospitals as a pastoral care or ethics committee. And we visit prisons, and they work with the daycare out at Holy Family Daycare as a ministry. The Sisters of St. Joseph of Wheeling, we have two foundations. One is the Health and Wellness Committee that works with school-based health programs throughout the state of West Virginia for children. And then we have the Sisters Health Foundation, which is based in Parkersburg, and they serve 11 counties, 8 in West Virginia and 3 in Ohio. West Virginia is a wonderful place to be. And I think the Sisters of St. Joseph will always be remembered for what they did in education over the years, for the love and care that they gave, and the quality, the high quality education.
The sisters first came into my life when I was 5 years old, and I went to school at Corpus Christi. And my first grade teacher was Sister Noel. I remember her fondly. And then Sister Placide taught me music, and we only had one lay person in the school. All the Sisters of St. Joseph were all the teachers. And as I went into high school, there was Sister Ann Regina and Sister Alberta and Sister Mary Grace. And even when I went to nurses training, Sister Aloysius taught us OR training. So they've been in my life for years. And I want to thank Sister Janice and Helen for being the founders of the School-Based Health Initiative. The Sisters funding helps us provide nursing care, counseling care for all the schools. We try to reach out to as many schools as we can, either through our website, through the internet, through phone calls. They have made that all possible in our Catholic schools.
I'm sure many people from days gone by have great memories of the sisters as either their teacher or their principal in the local Catholic schools. The Sisters of St. Joseph have been very instrumental in the Diocese of Wheeling-Charleston in what is currently our educational system. They began many years ago as the teachers and principals in all of our schools, and they taught the lay people how to carry on that great religious tradition. The sisters continue to guide our teachers in the Catholic schools of the Diocese of Wheeling-Charleston. Here at St. Mike's, well into the 60s, the Sisters of St. Joseph were the staffing, almost 100% of the staff that we have here. And because of that great foundation that they set, we continue to have great academic standards and religious education at St. Mike's. On behalf of St. Michael Parish School, and I'm sure I can speak for the rest of the schools in our diocese, we would love to say thank you to the Sisters of St. Joseph for your years and years of service.
Besides working in the classroom and in the schools, we also worked on a diocesan level. Sister Mary Jude was the first woman superintendent of schools in the diocese. Sister Barbara Campbell became a director of curriculum, and she worked very hard to standardize the curriculum and train the teachers so that we had a professional staff in our schools. And then, of course, Judy Manier was superintendent of schools, and she later became a Sister of St. Joseph, and she presently is serving in our congregation. Besides the actual face-to-face, everyday teaching and working with children and with families, we also worked outside the classroom to improve the quality of education, to improve the quality of the teachers who were staffing our schools. And I think that we're true to who we were called to be in 1650, to do anything and everything that a woman can do so that the world could be one.